We are live, and he is there. He's just hiding. There he is. Hello, everybody. Welcome, Jeff and Matt from Being Brick Builders. 4 people watching already. How does that happen? Anyways, obviously people were anticipating, and we might have been a few seconds later. So
maybe it's because I teased it in the Canadian Brick Builders chat.
I don't know how many people are in our chat that are actually watching this, but maybe
at least
it's
4.
Possible. At least 4. Well, there are 4 people that are in our chat. Yvonne should be definitely joining the chat soon because we're going to have a special guest appearance by Matt's husband, Thomas, who will be as they're opening something Yvonne sent, because apparently Yvonne sends gifts to everybody but her own brother. Hopefully she didn't hear that. Damn, she's here.
Eric
Seth, hello. Yvonne is here as well.
Oh, she is?
So, yeah, she is already joined in. She woke up early just so she could, because she was nice, just so she could get in and see it, and she wouldn't have to rush. So, anytime you want to pull Thomas in, we can start with that.
Let me give me a second. Let me get a chair for him.
Yeah, no problem. Take your time. I'm just saying, like, Yvonne's here, so alternate candidates here as well. So yeah, today I was supposed to bring my kid over to cadets because he had a cadet meeting that I dropped him off, and I got no more than, well, no, let's rephrase that. I didn't drop him off. He drove us to cadets. It's the first time he's driven himself somewhere with me in the car. He had his third driving lesson an hour before cadets, and he did pretty good. And then I left the parking lot, and he called me like no more than a minute later and said, "Dad, can you come back? Because it got canceled, the meeting."
Yeah.
And no one told him. I'm like, okay. So I turned around, I came back, and he's like, "Can I drive?" I'm like, okay, fine. And we were driving home, and he's like, "Can I drive a little longer?" So we ended up going for like an hour drive into the country, like past where he works during the summer and stuff. And he did okay, although I'm not used to being in the passenger seat, and his training is telling him to get closer to the edge or closer to the curb when he's coming up to a curve, like when he's turning, making a right-hand turn and stuff. And sitting in that seat and knowing that the curb is like that far away from your tires, it's a little bit, anyways. Yvonne said take her time, doesn't have to rush. She doesn't start work till 11. Jeff is there as well as Paul. I'm assuming you guys are in the same room because they're both local to Ottawa. So yeah, also my washing machine is going because my kid is washing his clothes for the first time in like 3 weeks, maybe 4.
He has that many pairs of socks?
No. That's the point. His clothes were starting to walk down here by themselves.
That's what I'm saying. So, he had enough socks to go a couple weeks without doing laundry.
I don't want to know. Let's just put it that way. Anyways, he's got cadet training this weekend, actually up in Barrie area at the base board. So he's going to be he needed to clean clothes. So, but yeah. Anyway.
All right. So
and here's Thomas too. Let me.
Hi, Jeff.
Hey, Thomas. How are you? We haven't seen each other.
Good, how are you?
Special guest here. This is
and
Mr.
That's Leia.
That's Luke.
That's Luke. Oh, I got mixed up.
It's okay.
This is Leia.
Yeah. Okay. I knew Leia was there.
Now, when Jeff came down and visited for Atlanta BrickCon, I just want everybody to know that he played Feather on a String with Luke and Leia for like an hour, and they loved it. So
every night for like an hour, I think. Too.
Yeah, they're not used to getting that much playtime from the big people.
They've been very interested in what's in the box.
Yes.
Question is, can they actually jump that high now?
So
probably.
Anyways, yes. Right here, I'll go full screen. Why don't you? Yvonne sent them a package, and my sister. Well, that's not the right screen.
Wow, that's
not it either. There we go. Sorry, I'm new.
So I'm angling the camera here a bit so that the box is in camera. So do you want to?
You can do it. I'll let you do it.
That's a lot of pressure. Like, what if I screw up and stab somebody on?
I'll do this side. You do that side.
Okay, that sounds. So
says hi.
The only thing I know is that at one point Yvonne was doing some sketching because she sent me a picture. But when this box arrived this week, I was like, this is far too large for just a single sketch. So
Yes.
I don't know what else is in this box. So I am kind of
Let's,
curious.
let's just say she patted the envelope.
Okay. All right, so let's hold this back.
In
And
Tim
I didn't
Hortons
realize
stuff.
that she works at Tim Hortons, so it's a Tim Horton box. Which in the states, Tim Hortons are in the northern states, but we're just starting to get them down here in Georgia. And one of my friends is a huge fan, and he drove to Columbus, which is an hour and a half from here, because they were the first city in the state of Georgia to get a Tim Hortons. He was very, very excited about this.
Just like really
Hold on.
random, actually.
Yeah, I mean, Columbus is not a large city, so I'm not really sure.
Well, it's the second largest city in the state of Georgia, but
That's like comparing like Jupiter to Mercury and saying they're both planets. Yes.
Probably a test market, right? Like maybe that's why they did it.
it might be a
Maybe.
test market.
Might
I
be
think
cheaper to
there's
put something there.
I think
Holy
there's a
cow.
A Dollarama bag.
Is this part of it, or okay? It's a recyclable.
It's just a reusable bag. I don't know why she included it.
padding.
It's got it in French too.
It's padding.
Jésus.
Yeah, Canadian law is both languages.
Rentislier.
The cats will play with it.
All right. Well,
There's this.
I try really hard to remember to take my reusable bags in when I go to the grocery store. Sometimes I forget, but I've learned the hard way that inevitably when you take in the bags, that the person bagging your groceries puts all of the heavy like cans of soup in the largest bag possible. So
Gotcha. Yeah.
when you go to pick it up, it weighs a ton. It says, "Thank you very much." I don't really know why she's thanking me because
What did you guys do? Well, I guess from a sketching point of view, you gave her something to sketch, maybe? I don't know.
I don't know. So she says, Matt and Thomas, thanks for your hospitality towards my baby brother during his 2 trips. You guys rock. Sorry for the extra surprises. All right, we have our first sorry of this.
Yeah, go say.
It feels very authentically Canadian because she
It is.
apologized while thanking us for something that we did for someone else. So like this is like trademark Canada nice. Thank you.
Are those maple leaves?
She's also apologizing. She's also apologizing for giving you free stuff.
Right. So, I mean, she's taking the stereotype of Canadians being nicer than Americans and like squaring it here because
Yeah, pretty much.
I have never met her face to face. We've chatted on Facebook through Messenger, and holy, I thought there was.
How did maybe start with these 2 things?
Oh, okay, all right.
I don't know.
I don't know what you're
So
saying.
you will each open something.
Okay.
I feel like this is like Canada Christmas or something. I don't know.
Someone
Very,
also
very
known as
nice.
diabetes in a box. But anyway,
Chocolate peanut butter pie Oreos.
Yes, well, these are birthday cake or gâteau d'anniversaire. We'll have when David comes on, he can pronounce this correctly.
So what you
for us.
won't see is us fighting over these.
So the,
There will be some fighting over
the
these.
backstory of this is that
Oh, that's cute.
one of my friends here in Atlanta, he's a huge Canucks fan, and he goes up to Vancouver at least like every other year to watch a game. And he claims that he can taste the difference. Canadian Oreos are not made with high fructose corn syrup, but they're made with real sugar. And he claims that you can taste the difference. And so he would ask us to bring back, yes, David, that's how it's spelled, but I don't know how to speak French.
Gâteau
accurately.
d'anniversaire. I don't know. I can
Yes.
never say the
So
second
when-
one.
if
Gâteau,
he-
I mean.
If he joins us, he can like correctly tell me how I should have pronounced this. So it's kind of like a running joke among my Atlanta friends that if you go to Canada, my friend Adam would like you to bring back Canadian Oreos. Oh,
Did I bring any Oreos when I came down? I don't think I did.
mints!
Oh, the original and their Olympics.
I'm just going to tell you right up front that the mint, I'm claiming all of the mint for myself.
I'm having one of them.
All right, you can have one cookie.
I'm just laughing because as you were talking, Thomas took one of the packages and stuffed it down his shirt.
I'm
Oh.
gonna here. I'll do that with the mint. There we go. It's been a little chesty today.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
So yeah, now you know why the box is so big.
Holy
I
cow!
mean-
I'm gonna need to go get a whole bunch of more insulin.
Uh-huh.
maple cream.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness! And cinnamon bun. I didn't even know they came in these flavors.
I
Well-
didn't know that either, honestly.
Made with real Quebec.
Maple
maple
syrup,
syrup.
authentic. I'm gonna have to like take pictures of the entire
So good.
suite of Oreos, SUITE suite, and share them with my Canadian friend and be like, "Would you like to come over for a taste test?" And we
There you
could have
go.
like a, each different flavor and blindfold him or something like
Blindfold.
that. And
Here, let's play with the paper.
we'll see.
And-
See
You know what? If you're gonna do that, grab one package of American and put it in there, and don't tell him it's an American one, and see if he figures it out. That's
I
the theory.
joked that after one of our hockey games in the parking lot, we were going to have a blind taste test where they would just be
Oh my
labeled like
gosh.
A and B. And then,
Golden double stuff.
Ooh.
For the record, for the rest of the people watching, we will talk about
Oh
it
my
after
god.
this. So
I'm gonna so overdose on these.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably gonna find me tomorrow. I'm just gonna be passed out on the couch with like
Or
Oreo
maybe-
crumbs all over me. Oh yeah.
I believe she walked into the store and they were on sale. That's why there's so many different flavors.
Well,
I
Thomas
can open that one.
Thomas went to Japan right after he graduated from college, and in Japan they have Kit Kat candies just like they do in the United States, but in Japan they have a dizzying array of flavors. So you can get like watermelon.
Cantaloupe
Cats.
was actually the most surprisingly good.
They're
Cantaloupe was amazing. Oh, Oreo.
we can each have our own of this because we don't have to fight over it.
This stream is sponsored by
Well,
Oreo.
I'll just take all these.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for
Thank
the
you.
Oreos.
These are
More
fantastic.
bags.
We're gonna have to have an Oreo party with my local hockey friends.
Stuffing the cat.
Maybe we'll have like a Stanley Cup Finals watching. Okay,
I will. Yeah.
this was more what I thought might be coming our way because I knew she was working on a sketch. And when the box arrived, there's a whole story with the box too. So
Yeah.
there's tracking on the box, and she asked like, when will you be back from your
Are you
trip?
having fun with the wrapping
And-
paper down there?
So she's like, it's on its way, and I was like, the day that the box arrived, I had walked out to my vehicle to drive to school to teach class, and I saw the truck pull up, so I just walked out and collected the mail, and I put it in the back seat, and I drove to campus and taught back-to-back classes. And when I'm teaching, my phone is definitely like off.
Yeah.
So after 3 hours in class, I get like, I see these panic messages, texts, and then in the chat going, do you have the box? Because it was marked as delivered,
I was freaking out.
but
yeah.
Thomas didn't have it.
I
And
like.
they were talking to each other, being like, well, do you have it? And Thomas was like,
I
no,
went-
I don't have it.
I went to our neighbor's store and our neighbor's store. It's like I have no idea.
Oh.
Hold on.
Get
There
both
you go.
in
Oh,
camera.
look at that! They're so.
Yay.
Oh,
Very nice. And
so beautiful.
we,
So
we are
amazing.
big cat people. So let's do a comparison.
Yeah.
All
Here we
right,
go.
You got the Luke one?
I've got the Leia one.
All right. So you now hold up Leia.
It's a pretty good comparison.
What do you
Right
think,
now you got
Leia?
Luke in the way of Leia. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
baby.
You just took out the cat.
Now hold up the Luke one.
Leia just got
Leia
attacked by
one.
the
So I was showing the Leia one with her. So the resemblance is very, very, very.
Yes, it
good.
is.
I am so sorry for hitting you on the head.
I took a drawing class in
Did you just say drawing?
drawing. Yes. Come on, Luke. Look at the camera. It's hard to wrangle both the. There you go. Look.
Got it.
Look.
It's like herding cats.
Resemblance.
Boy.
That's awesome.
He's the shy one. There's yet another frame. Holy
This
cow.
is so
Wait, what?
so. Well, I'll wait till that one.
These are either this is either another picture. Or these are very flat Oreos.
So you know they're down here.
It's actually a picture of Oreos.
They make those new thin Oreos, so I mean maybe they're very very thin Oreos, but I doubt it.
It's like Oreo wafers. I don't
Like
remember what
the
this
bubble
one
wrap.
is.
He's getting in the box now.
They are very excited
He
about the
is.
packing paper and the
He's-
bubble wrap.
He's about to get in the box.
And he is a total adept for any box. So he's already leaped.
She's crawling under the bubble wrap.
She's sniffing those recyclable bags like,
Oh, my sister has a cat. So
Yeah,
maybe
but-
that's why.
That's probably what they're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
All
yeah.
right. All right, so it's still mystery. So much drama. This is probably the most the biggest surprise that's ever been on Canadian Brick Builders. Because usually we talk about new Lego sets that are coming out, but we kind of, if you read the sites, you can get an advance.
Sometimes I'm surprised by people showing up.
Oh, there's still
Speaking
more.
of David Sincere, no, I'm just joking.
All
Okay,
right.
Yvonne, next time wrap it a little less because, speaking of David Sincere, Yvonne, next time you wrap it.
Oh,
And the two of
it's-
them.
Oh, and it's based. I think it's based on one of the photos that we took of them,
Yes.
where they were like on each other like that. Oh, it's so cute. They're so
Yes.
cute. Oh, these are
I
amazing.
I have to
These
find some
are
waltzes.
so amazing.
She needs her own like Etsy shop where she can have people commission her to do what's there he is. I see David.
Yeah, I was waving
So-
to him, but he obviously
so-
wasn't
Let,
paying
let
attention.
me
on
just say
No, I'm
that-
not paying attention to you because you were bantering me just before I came on, so
This is true.
thank
I'm
you
ignoring
very-
you.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much.
This is way in excess of of a thank you for us hosting Jeff. So this is awesome, and we will definitely hang these up. Very much appreciated, and the Oreos were also very unexpected. Thanks to the large box, because I'm like, a picture. This is quite large of a box for a photo. So thank you. Now I definitely am gonna have to come to one of the Toronto Lego conventions so that I can bring stuff, but also thank you in person. So thank you.
Well, we'll have to get Yvonne to that convention too, even for
Of
the day or
course.
whatever.
Yes.
So
And of course, I'll be there as well.
Thank you so much.
So cute.
And Matt, it's called gâteau d'anniversaire.
there you
Can
go.
you say it one more
tried-
time?
Gâteau d'anniversaire.
I got the gâteau part right. Ish.
Oh, here we've got. Also, the kiddies want to thank you for this amazing box. That, is utterly fascinating, and there's a lot of sniffing going on. So
Yvonne
Cats
says,
love
sorry
boxes.
for- Yvonne just said sorry for creeping you guys on Facebook for the pictures.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When my sister's having conversations with all of my friends, my online friends, I'm like, wait, why are you having conversations with Thomas? Like, what?
Yeah, we did a little bit of scheming, so I knew some of what was coming, not everything. So, but yeah, that's why when you got the package, I was
so
freaking.
I would just say that your sister is exceptionally kind and generous, but also B, this is one of the things that's great about the Lego community is getting to meet people that you've never met in person, and then you often sometimes you meet them in person later at conventions, and Dave and David, who are on this chat, I've not met in person, but it's not the same, but I can at least repay a little bit because the Target exclusive Orange Spaceman, not one, not two, but three.
Oh,
So,
That one has cat hair on it.
cat here. Well, I'm sure
Please.
Yvonne's cats would be very interested in sniffing this one. So.
And I was thinking if you wanted, Matt and I could talk quickly before the show, and I'll get Matt to ship it up to us, I think, and I'll pay him, and then we'll settle up the 2 days afterwards. If that works for you guys.
We'll figure it out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Yvonne, for being so generous. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
And welcome, Thomas. You're welcome to come back whenever you. I'm not getting rid.
Oh yeah. I know.
If you ever want to join us, you're more than welcome to.
This is his Canada debut. So he has his own writers chat, and there's a New Zealander on that, and someone from China. but I don't know that he's ever had a Canada chat. So this might be a first.
I've had someone in Canada, but not someone that is patently Canadian. So, yeah.
We might know him. No, I'm just joking. We won't.
I know it's like 5 of you.
Yeah, we all live in the same igloo.
we do. We do.
That's like when I
Um,
meet people and I tell them, I work at the college, and they were like, "Oh, I know somebody that works at that college," and they'll name them, and inevitably, I've never met this person before, or at least I don't know their name. So yeah.
Okay, I'm going to
All
stuff
right.
my face.
Thank
with
you.
Oreos.
Just not the
So-
mint ones.
Onions?
You already have the mint ones.
I know.
Are they
I-
still in your
the
shirt?
mint ones are hidden over
Okay.
here.
I'm gonna try the maple cream ones.
All right, you have
All right.
fun with the maple cream ones.
Awesome.
Save some for Matt. Matt, take your insulin.
Oh, I have my own box. I have my own
Oh,
box.
I forgot for a little while that you were diabetic, and then after she sent it and she said how much she sent, I'm like, oh, well, he'll be able to manage.
Well, yeah, I'm a diabetic who takes long release insulin, and I am. It's not that I can't have sweet things. I just don't. I shouldn't eat the whole box at one time.
Yeah.
If I spread them out,
Yeah.
I'm allowed a certain amount of carbohydrates per meal. So the key is just not to eat the whole box.
Yeah, I'm the same, Matt. So I know what you're going through. So
Yeah.
you have to limit yourself. So, okay, I'm gonna take 4, and that's it.
Right.
And then we're gonna go out and take a big walk.
Right. Well, and I actually have I take a once a day shot. That's like a long release. It releases over 8 hours. And sometimes if I don't eat enough carbohydrates with my meal, then I actually start to get low, and I have to go eat something that has sugar or carbohydrates. And so sometimes I get up at 3 a.m. and come down and I'll have a couple cookies. So there might be Canadian Oreos that are consumed in the middle of the night when I'm bottoming out. My blood sugar drops down to like 50, and I'm like, okay, I need some sweets. But
I probably would say not the maple ones because those are probably too sweet.
Yeah.
Because it is Quebec maple syrup, because apparently that's better than Ontario maple syrup.
I'm very-
I'm
I'm
sorry,
very
Jeff, but
excited.
it is. It's like poutine.
Yeah,
What,
very excited about that.
don't
I
know
will-
what that is after this time.
I will tell David that when I was in Vancouver, I did not have any poutine because I'm waiting for when he and I can go get it together. Because in general, I'm not a fan of soggy things. I like crispy, crunchy type things.
Oh,
But
you can get a crispy poutine. You need to have the right fries with the right sauce.
well, and then I'm sure too, it's a matter of I would probably like the poutine better if it doesn't the moist part doesn't sit there for a prolonged period of time, so that the fries still have a little bit of their
Well,
They're
you have to eat it fresh. Well, not fresh, but hot and freshly made. So
I'm very excited about that. So.
All
Thank
right.
you. That's
so Jeff got a haircut.
Yes, Jeff got a haircut.
Woo.
I said I was going to on last Wednesday. I
Yes,
think.
yes, you did.
But did we talk about the STS set or SLS set last week?
No, we did. Well, no, we did. Well, we talked
mentioned
about it.
it.
But
Okay.
we talked about it, but it wasn't released
It wasn't
officially
released.
yet.
Okay, yeah, because that was one of the last. We have 40 tabs of news to get through tonight, because
Wow.
there's just that much. Yeah. So we'll do a quick roundtable what we've been doing, and then we'll get into the news. So Dave, you're at the top. Why don't you tell us what you've been doing? It might be quick. It might be like nothing. I don't know.
Well, I did place an order on Pick a Brick for pieces for the green helmets, mostly the green Classic Space helmets, and then today they released the new City Space legs because I was
Space.
waiting for them.
That was
So-
actually last night.
It was last night.
It was because I posted it like yesterday. I think.
I don't know. I had to went to the office today, so I was
Oh.
like behind on the chat. So it
Oh.
was a busy, and I was stuck in traffic. I just hate going to the office. It's painful.
I
So
hear ya.
so yeah, and going there wasn't that bad, but coming back it took me like an hour and 45 minutes, which is usually like if it doesn't have any traffic, it's like a 30-minute drive. So
That's
Yeah, so it just
terrible. It's like
it's-
3 times the normal.
yeah, the traffic in Montreal is just bad.
Was
It's
like a
just-
bridge out or something, or just
No, it just they're since the pandemic, a lot of people have not gone back to the office. They stayed they're working remotely, but now and then, like me, they have to show up at the office probably. So since it's not a 5 day deal, most people now are taking their cars to go to the office instead
Yeah.
of using
Mm.
public
Exactly.
transit, and
Yeah.
that's the problem. That where lies the problem. Everybody's taking their own cars because they don't want to pay for a single pass in the metro or a single pass, and we're having troubles with our public transit. The REM, which is the railway light railways,
Not the band.
no, not the van. It was a light train that was
Montreal.
announced here that they're developing for the Montreal region, and it's gone for delays and delays and again delays. So it's been
This,
delays. So and the
I'm guessing it's the REM stands for Rail Express Montreal, something like that.
yeah, sometimes something like that, but in French. But it's the construction has been delayed and delayed and delayed. So right now there's only one line available from the South Shore of Montreal directly to the downtown Montreal, but and it's having problems. But the contract actually states that once the REM is in service, there's no buses. Like there's no buses from the South Shore that can come on into Montreal. So everybody has to take the REM now or the metro at the Longueuil station. So it's just
Well, and that'll cut
awful.
back on congestion, I guess, too, in the downtown areas. Because if you don't have buses, but there's still bus service in the downtown.
Yes, there's
That's
still
the thing,
buses
so-
in Montreal. There's still
Yeah, yeah,
buses in the South Shore, but once the REM is activated, no buses can cross over to the Montreal Island. So
Wow.
Do you hear that music?
Yeah.
The dryer's dead.
Ours does
Protect
that.
the kids in the morning.
but
Has a little
other than that, other than traffic jam, I was actually working. We're actually working on our May show, and we're still pondering about Bricomanie.
Okay. Due to the other
We had a,
show.
we had a meeting. We had a meeting 2 weeks ago, and we had a meeting last Monday. 2 weeks ago, I said to my team, okay, let's sleep on it. Let's digest the information, and we'll see how everybody is standing in 2 weeks. So last Monday, before my meeting, on my part, I was actually done. I was like, let's close the book. Let's leave that. Somebody else wants to take over. Fine, let's leave it to them and be done with it. But I gotta say, I've recruited some amazing people, and they convinced me, saying, "Hey, we might still have something here. We still might still have a chance." So the plan is, and I hope the stream doesn't go on and on. The plan is we want to release a survey that we want to send out to Kellogg members, but also to Turalog members and Parliament members,
Okay.
asking basically, hey, would you guys be interested in coming to a Montreal show that would happen in mid-August and et cetera, in these conditions? So we're probably gonna let the people get their thoughts in, and the people
Yeah.
will decide what's the fate of the show's going to be. So
And that would also put it in their radar too, so they know it's coming up, right? So if it
it's
happens,
like a double purpose. Yeah,
Yep.
we're talking about the event, but we're
Mhm.
not announcing it right now, and we're asking people, hey, would you like to come to our event? Especially considering there's an event like a month after in
Yeah.
the Montreal area, so who knows?
Yeah. And yeah, Axle Plate, the current green classic helmets that came in the Ninjago big set. I forget what it's called. It was Ninjago, right?
Yeah,
No, Monkey
it was-
Kid.
Yeah, Monkey Kid. Yeah, the Monkey
It's the
Kid
Monkey
with the trans yellow panel.
Yeah. So one of the news articles, all the January sets have all the parts from the January sets have mostly dropped on the Bricks and Pieces site. That green helmet is now out of stock, so I didn't place an order. But I was also waiting for the legs to come in, and the legs came in like literally 10 minutes after. Well, not 10 minutes, but came in just after the helmets dropped out. So I was like, oh man. So I did do some work this week on the castle, and it doesn't look like much. This is now a brick thick.
What do you mean?
Three-
Doesn't look like much? It
Well,
looks
no, I'm
great.
just saying it's. I'm trying to make this base as stable as possible. So I don't know if you can see the black wedges there,
Yep.
the black wedge pieces in there. 45-degree old school wing plates lock in beautifully.
Wow.
And I am now, the reason why there's a big gap here is because I'm out of the 45-degree wedge plates, and I only have like 8 of these left. So I placed an order today from one of the Bricklink stores for 60 of each of the wing plates and 500 of those the A-frames, which should keep me going for a while. But I probably have to buy more of those old school wedge plates as well at some point, or the wings, which worries me because, like, in order to do the roof, I also want to do it like the same way a sandwiched thing, because I want it to be as strong as possible for transportation, because transportation has to be is important
Because you're building for shows and not for
Yes.
photography.
Exactly. I did clear off my desk though. I mean, this area is empty now because I moved the castle back over. Like the whole core of the castle is back over there now, and now I've got to make myself sick there, or make you guys sick, because I've got the 3 pieces for the base of the castle now.
I think I eat too much Oreos.
I don't think he's had any yet.
If I ate the mint, I'd have the green tongue probably.
Oh, yeah.
So while I didn't get a Bricks and Pieces order done today, I did actually receive a Bricks and Pieces order, which is
Helmets.
the trans orange, or the medium light orange, whatever it's called. 11 of those are for Dave, but I grabbed some too. A bunch of the pure white helmets, because I don't have any of those. The motorcycle helmets, I think I got that in dark blue as well. Again, this is for making new figures, new space guys. The quarter blues, the green mops, because I think these will make great little plants.
Yes.
The brown plate with the clip on it, because I think that'll be great for tree building. The one I was kind of just for the fun of it, I got the escalator pieces, because I want to play with those a little bit. I think that's pretty much it. And then these guys in tan, this guy in tan here, because they're actually were never in a set. They just were on Pick a Brick. And I build a lot of tan buildings and stuff, like for micro scale. And then I got the inverted ones in dark gray right here. So I think that's about it.
I got some. I forgot to tell you that I got some of the red orange, the new red orange. I got 1x2 plates in my order with the classic space. The green space
sorry, and that new bracket too, which is the 1x1x2 version of this. So we actually, I didn't do that. Oh, you want me to hold it up again? Hold on. You know what? I'll just take it. Hold on. I'll just do this. ASMR boys and girls. Because that's literally right by the speaker. This guy, which came in the express train thingy. What's
Orient
Express? Yeah.
I think that piece in white made our bulk lug list. If I remember right. That made our bulk lug list too.
Yeah, I think it made ours too, and I might have ordered a few parts that I already got on lug bulk, but we were both hitting the button at the same time. Yeah. But yeah, so it basically just parts that I want and need, and other random bits and pieces. Which, I mean, the next order I'm going to do is basically going to be all parts that I just kind of want, right? Like the spaceman and stuff. I figured I'd only order 10 legs and 10 of the torsos with the medium azure arms, because medium azure I would think would be a good classic space color as well. So if I pull those arms off and find some bodies, But now I'm saying that, I just also realized that the mini polybag space set, those are medium azure guys as well. So maybe I shouldn't. Yeah, that guy. Maybe I shouldn't use that color. But I've also got, and this is
You can get app,
Hey, I've got 3 of
it's all
those.
around.
but mine is mostly in French.
Ours is
Yeah.
in.
Jeff is the one person who doesn't have one handy, apparently.
I have one. It's just upstairs.
Mine is mostly in French.
Um, I've also been collecting the motorcycle helmets in the coral, the medium azure, the bright yellow, and dark green as well. It's down here somewhere.
In
So
the,
this is my
the-
bag of future parts for figs.
in the Green Spaceman, the torso came in what? Was that the CMF series? I don't remember.
No,
green-
it was in the ideas, the exosuit set.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yeah.
The classic space guy came with a motorcycle helmet versus the classic style helmet.
Yeah.
So everybody wants the new
Got it.
helmet because it's the classic design and it is a classic space figure. I personally don't care. I use them both.
Yeah.
Because to me, it's like different jobs. Maybe you need a better helmet, or like maybe you need a visor for certain things, and other things like breathing, you don't. I don't know.
I own the exosuit set, and honestly, I didn't even notice the helmets. I built it.
Yeah, fair enough. For the record, this is a few days early. Happy birthday, Kai, who watches us from Belgium, Holland. I always get them confused. I apologize. His birthday is on May the 4th. So he messaged me the other day saying every time we say May the 4th, he kind of looked at the screen because he thought we were mentioning his birthday. Apparently,
Happy
there's
birthday,
another
Kai.
thing happening on May the 4th.
Everybody guy.
So hence the reason I actually put May the 4th in
And
well.
he's a really nice guy. You know,
Yeah.
he contacted me after a few weeks ago after I talked about the event that's been organizing at the Palais des Congrès, and he offered me some money and said, "Hey, if you put together a GoFundMe page, I'll transfer you $100." I mean, like, $100 that is not going to change things, but that's very generous, dude. That's very generous for a guy like I never met. And again, you were saying, Matt, the Lego community. That's the beauty of the Lego community.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that are very generous with you with their time, with their with with their money or things that they get or exclusive. And I personally had great experience with a lot of people in that community, from people like you said that I never met in person, but I met them online. We were chatting, we were exchanging, and so yeah.
Jeff, I have a couple things.
Yeah.
So-
I'm not starting the news yet. Just give me
okay.
2 seconds.
No worries, no worries. I thought you were going to.
Are you ordering your legs?
No. Axel was talking about the green space helmets. I didn't see a classic green helmet, so I'm just showing that it is here now. It's currently out of stock. Part number 6466286. So anyway, 6286. It's in chat now too.
Of course, it's the newer version of
Yeah, it's the
classic
newer
space.
version. Obviously, yeah.
But-
Anyway. Yeah, okay, Matt, let's go to you. Sorry. I did see you talking about stuff, but
So I've actually been incredibly busy, Lego busy recently. So, and I don't have it to show because I built it as a commission, but I built
hold on,
Again?
let me continue.
2 buildings in light gray and dark gray. And these are for Atlanta-based animator Ant Bandit. If you look at his channel, he literally has doing stuff for Lego. He does stop motion animation. And he reached out to me about a month and a half ago, and he said he's got a project coming up, and he wanted me to build 6 to 12 facades. And I was like, okay, 6 I could probably do. He likes my buildings. He's borrowed one of my buildings is in the backdrop of one of the things he did for Lego. No one else notices but me. But I'm like, that's it. I built that. It's in the back, you know, like Batman and Robin are doing stuff. And I'm like, but look at that building in the back.
What video was it that he did, or is that on like Shop at Home's site or something?
I don't remember the name of it. I'll see if I can find the link, and I can share it in like next show.
Sorry, hold on. I'm trying to put Matt back up here.
I could do like a screenshot of the one.
Oh. I'm trying to
Hello.
hold on. Let me go this way. I'll put Matt here, and then I'll go back here because this is Ant Bandit's
Oh.
page.
Yeah. So
Um,
so those are the last two I finished. I built 4 before I went to Washington D.C. and with my school kids. And when I got back, he's like, I'd really like, you know, can you get 2 more done? And I'm like, sure. And I built two buildings in like 3.5 days.
Yeah.
So the 2 things that I learned from this, one is that when I have a deadline, I actually can be pretty darn productive. So I'm like, you know, I just need more deadlines, apparently.
Yeah.
Like I actually really built a lot. I probably built the 6 facades total across like 9-10 evenings, which is pretty fast. And then the other one is I used almost every 1 and 2 by brick I had in dark gray. Now, the building that I held up, it's as tall as the it's as tall as the Daily Bugle, the building, not the signage on top. But so that's
the gray building.
Yeah, that the gray building
Okay.
is as tall as I
Wow.
mean, it's
Wow.
tall,
Yeah.
but I have a ton of bricks in light gray. And when I started building, I was like, you know, they don't include a lot of dark gray bricks in sets because it's usually the accent color.
Yeah.
Just as you get that sometimes with other colors like the azures. You get, or lime green is a color that you get a lot of accent pieces, but you don't necessarily get bricks and plates in lime green a lot. And it's just funny because I always think of dark gray as a foundational color. That Lego's used it forever, and there's tons of bricks floating around out there. But dark gray is actually a little bit more rare than you might think. So I learned that, and then today is the kickoff for the May the 4th kind of week holiday, Star Wars holiday. So I drove over to the Lego store that's near where Dana, for who's my Lego
You went to
bud.
the farther Lego store.
I went to the
10 minutes
farther
down the road.
I drove what is normally 30 to 5 minutes, which this morning was 45 to 50 minute drive. And I have a Lego store that's like 10 minutes from my house. I drove an extra half an
Yours
hour.
is bigger than Dana's.
It is, just to hang out with Dana. Although we do chat, like we just haven't seen each other face to face. And so, you know, I got the goodies. They also had a build event, which you built like a kind of a micro scale Yoda today. They're going to be doing Princess Leia and Darth Vader the next couple of days. So each day has a slightly different micro build event.
Cool.
And I've got the TIE Interceptor, and my office downstairs has most of the UCS sets on the wall. So I'm a sucker. I'm an addict. I was going to buy it. And so I got the TIE Interceptor. The other thing that is maybe not well known is that on May the 4th, if you go to the Lego store on that day,
It's Kai's birthday. Yeah. Mhm.
the bag on one side says Lego, but on the other side, does anybody know?
No.
It's Lego spelled in Auberish, the language of
Ooh.
Star Wars, but it's only on May the 4th. But if you bought today or Tuesday or the 2nd or the 3rd, you could bring your receipt in and get the bag. Well, this morning when I went in, they were like, for the people that were in line, they already had it bagged up in the special bag. So they were like, we figured that these were the people who would come back on the 4th with their receipt. So we're just going to skip that step. And so
That makes sense.
I got one of the bags already. So, you know,
Ooh.
That explains why. That explains what Dana put online today, because he was like, "If you
Yes,
know,
yes.
you know." And I was
Yes.
like, "I'm assuming that's Star Wars script,
yes.
but I've never seen that before, so I wasn't sure." So
And then lastly, I spent a lot of time stacking brick on Pick a Brick, and I realized just how quickly I chew through basic brick. So I did 2 boxes at the one
was gonna
store.
say.
I got lime green 1x4s, and then lastly, they had some of the sand green and the Classics Place Classic Space Dark Blue. So conveniently, they're all stuck together. You can get a lot more in it. And I actually priced out the 2 boxes that I bought. And if I had gone to online Pick a Brick, that would have cost me $95 US, and I paid $38 US for
Wow.
those 2. So I saved 60%, which is pretty
By
good.
Classic Space Dark Blue, do you just mean regular blue?
Yeah, I do.
Original blue? Okay.
They had a lot. It was interesting that our 2 stores usually have almost the same stuff, but actually today was a little bit different. They had 4 different elements, maybe even 5 elements in the Classic Space Blue, traditional blue.
Yeah.
But yeah, if that's so, if Dave's watching and he's willing to drive to a Lego store, they might have a whole bunch of blue bricks. So.
I don't think he needs blue brick, honestly.
I don't think he needs bricks. Point.
No, because he just gave me a bunch to hold on to for a while.
A while, like eternity.
Well, until they're needed, until they're out of my castle. But okay. That being said, I'm popping this up quickly. Here, I'm just going to go to this screen. We're going to jump into the news for 2 seconds, but there is also, this is courtesy of one of our posters in Paul in our chat group, who went today, and he got they also are new collectible or build a minifigs that are space based. So it's like the dark blue hand and green armed figures, but they also have the armor, and they have this new one which is kind of an orangey, a jumpsuit type thing. I think this will, yeah. Sorry, I'm on the wrong screen. It has a little collar here, so it doesn't look like it's a spacesuit to me. To me, this is the layer they would wear underneath, and I'm assuming this is tubing.
Like a jumpsuit or something like that.
Yeah, like a jumpsuit, and this is probably tubing for like the pressurization or something, maybe. I don't know. But I was like, oh, it's so Futron. I need to get some. So I might hopefully, I'm headed to Toronto this weekend, so hopefully I'll be able to grab a few of those as well, just for the fun of it. I think even these guys as like the captains or the heads of the, you know what I mean, like people that work that aren't going out into space, but just like, anyways, every group
they are in space where they're not going out in space.
What I'm trying to say is like I'm trying to think of the name, like the sergeant or the leader of each battalion or group or whatever. Anyways, okay. All right, let's get to the news.
You could be just a janitor in the space.
Yes, the janitor. That's exactly what I meant. I'm just moving that there. Okay.
Because remember what's the name
Alamo?
of the show? No, the name of the show. For All Mankind. The last season. The guy, he wasn't important, so he wasn't going out. We had a jumpsuit.
He's the commander, or the.
No, I'm talking about the guy who was like sneaking stuff in.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
And selling Mars rock online.
Right. Gotcha. We're gonna try and whip through this as quickly as possible, at least the ideas stuff, because there's a lot. So 10,000 Sporters, Ideas Wolfpack Castle. This is by Brickhammer.
You can skip that.
Yeah, it's a castle. It's just another castle. But anyways, it's up. It's one of the ones from.
No, I mean it's the idea stuff. You could.
Well, okay. I just want to give credit to, hey, there's this idea set, and this is the person that made it. Just to get through it. The Ideas Portal 2 quantum tunneling device, portal gun.
It's been done and redone. They're not going to make a portal set, so skip.
By Hooded Blaze. I've still got to say the stuff, man, no matter if you interrupt or not. Anyways, yes, this is a rebuild of the original that was submitted. They did redesign it a little bit and resubmitted it. So which they're allowed to do.
I've never
this one as well,
but it looks cool. It looks cool.
It looks cool, but Lego's not gonna make it. They didn't make it the first time. They're not gonna make it a second time around. So
I only played the game in Dimensions because they had a whole portal thing there. Lego Dimensions. But anyways, this is also a redo. This had nothing changed on this one. The guy just re-entered it. But it hit 10,000, the Fighting the Fat Bird, which is a big blob of fat down here, by Mockingbirds. So that one is also in there for 10,000. This is a new one, Laurel and Hardy Theater, which was built by Sigillo. or Siglio, however you pronounce it.
Laurel and
based on-
Hardy fans are probably all dead by now.
Based on the British American comedy team, features a stage with interchangeable
Seriously.
scenes as well as their car. But
I mean, I
This-
know of them, but
Going back for a second to the sewer set, it's a
Yeah.
cool set, but I'm not going to buy it.
no,
I mean, like
No.
the guy shows a lot of creativity, imagination, and construction skills.
Yeah.
But am I going to put that into my modular layout?
no, because
No.
elevated modulars are not something people will buy because they're
Right.
elevated, and yeah. So I mean, I could see people buying this for the idea of having a theater, and it looks like it has a bunch of removable, like it's got a whole storage area underneath for different scenes. So it's an interesting idea. Like you said, most people that are watching this or that would know who Laurel and Hardy are probably long past the point of being able to build with Lego because they're like more than 99 plus, or no, wait, less than 99. Anyways, okay. Lego ideas build the gift of purchase. Lego ideas build the gift of purchase set of your dreams. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. That I thought they were saying gift of purchase, and I'm like,
build the
Uh,
gift of purchase set of your dreams. Wow.
fan vote is now live. So they had a contest. There were 15 submissions. A winner will be announced May 16th, which is the day after my sister's birthday. There, I've called it 2 birthdays this week. So the current contenders are the Coffee House by this person. I don't even going to try and say that.
It
uh,
doesn't have any stairs.
A Fry kiosk. This is true. Well, it does. There's a stairs right here.
Yeah, but
there-
how do you get on the top? I don't know.
A fry, and we're not trying to criticize each of these, but I did want to say this one: a fried kiosk which has a fried chicken sign in front of it. Instead of
Well,
a French fry.
it might be that the person was only working with existing stickers, maybe.
I 100% agree. And it doesn't say. Oh, it says fries kiosk. I thought it might say fried kiosk, but that's a totally different mock because then it would be burnt down to a crisp.
I love
White
the
Stork.
I love the
Airlines.
fries. I would buy both of the first two that we've seen.
The fries,
Okay.
the fries is cool.
I agree. It would fit really well with the food truck type stuff too. White Stork Airlines by Scabrum. It's kind of cool.
It would be better if it had a Smurf on it.
Well, okay, but we don't have anyways. And this could be done with that clear bar as well. Anyway, Mountain Train Pass. I like this one. Our Mountain Pass Transit, just because it's like multiple versions of Transit on here. I thought this was kind of cool. As a gift
Yeah,
of
it's
purchase.
not very frenzy though.
It's not very what?
Frenzy? Is it supposed to be friends or dreams?
No, it's just building your favorite what gift of purchase you want.
Okay.
Hawaiian floral design by Nice Parts Usage. This is a person out of Toronto, who builds amazing floral stuff. So that's awesome to see. Vintage microphone by Bricciolo. So yeah, Matt, you wouldn't have to buy any of these. This is a gift of purchase. You just have to buy Lego to get these.
Well, Matt
I
would
never
surely
buy
buy something to get that
But
gift.
he'd buy it just to sell it. So yeah, I know.
I've already sold my gifts with purchase for today.
Jeez. The Lego Brick Theater by Commander Delicate Pencil 101. That's kind of a funny name.
Yeah,
Little theater scene.
it's a cute set.
It is. It is. Propeller Plane by T-Moons, which is motorized. Giant Manta Ray by Economo. I'm going to stop saying the names. By this person. Mini Stadium. That's my least favorite so far, just because we don't need more stadiums.
Come on,
Holy Guacamole.
Stadium.
That's kind of funny. This one's
I
funny.
like that.
Yeah.
That's really
This
good.
looks
Holy
like
guacamole!
This looks like it should be actually something from Brick Rodeo, a mock from Brick Rodeo.
Yes, which
which
I officially am going to as of today. So very
There you
cool.
Ooh, cool.
the Autumn Snails. And
Ooh, I like the snails.
Yeah, the
See?
snails are cool.
Yeah, that's
pretty
a
cool.
clever.
a
That
little
would go
slimy,
well.
but cool.
There's that new like reptile set or the set that came out that's got like 3 sculptures of insects and stuff. That would actually look good next to the snails. The snails would look good next to that.
Axel, we're back to food. Oh, there we go. Yeah, if I edit this, I should just cut out David to save 50% of the time. Good point.
That's what actually Jeff does on the weekend.
No,
There's a short version of the news
I do,
without us,
because
and he gets through like in 15 minutes. Top.
I know. I know.
But it's
Northern
missing. It's missing commentary. It's missing like
People come for the comedy, you know.
yes,
Northern Cardinal by
and the
Orby.
banter.
But the thing is, we have 40 freaking pages to go through. Well, probably 38 now. But Fishing Game by Prismo Bricks. That's kind of cool. The fishing game idea.
It's cool.
I like
I
that.
wouldn't get that excited about it though, honestly.
No, but I mean, it's kind of for a younger crowd. It's a cool gift for purchase.
I'm old.
You know, those millennial, those what are they? Generation X, Z, whatever it is. Attack of the Kraken. Using the friends or using the
Dreams.
the dreams.
Dreams.
Yeah. Yes, those
It's
things. All right, that's it for
clever.
that.
I'm
So
over
there's a vote on the Lego Ideas site for that. Speaking of other ones that had a Lego fan vote, it's the If We Can Turn Back Time. It went live as of last week. It runs until June 14th. But wait, if you'll notice, there was a rule in the system that said one entry per person. E.T. Flying Across the Room by Brickster. Karate Kid by Delusional Bricks. Also pretty cool. Gremlins by Bulldozer. The Goonies by Delusional Bricks.
Mm.
oh look, it's all intellectual properties.
That's the idea, actually. They actually said
Yeah.
you could build things, but these are all properties that Lego has had idea or dimension sets for, except for Karate Kid. But the Beetlejuice Brick Built Labs. What I'm trying to say is they ended up having to redo it, and they took one of the sets out because there was a duplicate there's 2 entries for one person, which is our next news article. A few days later, they relaunched it because there was a duplicate. So it looks like the ET one was kept, and oh no, Delusional Bricks was kept. Sorry, that one. So I forget what the other one was.
The
What was the
Karate
other
Kid.
one?
The Karate
Was it
Kid.
Karate Kid?
Yeah, Karate Kid was taking out.
Yeah. Okay. And that one kind of makes sense because E.T. we had a collectible fig for. We had a fig for Gremlins. We had figs. Goonies. We had figs. Beetlejuice. We had figs. So those are all properties that Lego already has their foot in the door. Whereas Karate Kid they didn't. So it kind of makes sense that they made that choice. I'm assuming Lego made the choice versus Delusional Bricks saying, okay, I want this one instead of this one. Oh, and Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I don't think we had that one, so I think they added the next one in that that got accepted, or that was next in line. So anyway, so that vote is also on the Lego Ideas website. So, and I think it was till June 14th. I don't know if they changed the date now. Winner announced September 1st. Yeah, still June 14th. So they didn't make the voting time any longer. Bricklink Designer Program Series 2. The pre-orders will start on June 6th. This is still a month away. But there's the 5 different sets with prices in US dollars, $209.99 for the Logging Railway, the Ocean House for $200, the Mushroom House for $89, Smurfs not included, Brick Cross Train Station for $279, and Omnius Isle. Oh my God! Anyways, for $239. So those are the models.
I love the mouth on the skull. That looks sharp.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And I mean, all these are going to be valid sets, assuming they all hit 5,000 or 3,000 votes, whatever it is.
The train station is gorgeous.
Yeah, but I don't know. To me, we've had train stations already. I kind of like this train. I think the bridge is really cool. But it's just a big mock. And I mean, I would want to build my own bridge for a train layout or something like that. I mean, if I had to choose, I would probably go with the Skull Island, I guess, if I had to choose one. I don't know. It would go well with the Black Seas Barracuda sets.
It would.
So.
And the last Bricklink Designer Program had the other train station that was for sale.
Yeah, the bigger one. So yeah, all right. Next up, Dave had nothing to say for that. That one's kind of surprising. So the Star Wars May the 4th promotions started a few days ago. One of the things they had added in. What?
That's my mock surprise.
I just read it. Anyways. Oh, that actually. Anyways, no, it's okay. My voice is okay. I have liquids here. Anyways, Lego Star Wars May the 4th has 4 times insider points. On these 4 sets, I think there was actually a 5th one, which was the small, the 2 fighter. Well, it'll be in here anyhow.
Yeah.
Yeah, the New Republic E-wing and Shadi Hin Starfighter. So they had 4 times
Shin
insider
Hati.
points. Shinati.
Shin Hati.
4 times insider points on all these. They are all, when I checked about 5 o'clock today, they were all on back order. I don't know if they're still available, but if you want any, and it's funny because it's like, the $1,000 Canadian set, the $500 Canadian sets, it's all the really expensive stuff, other than the Shinati one, which was at $109 US. And 4 times points is what, 20% off, right? So in future points, obviously, you don't get it for
Yeah.
20%
Yeah.
off. So,
And 20% off is not that big of a
Yeah.
discount.
They also have 2 times insider points on all Star Wars sets for this week, as far as I know, as well.
Yep.
I think it was for everything. Okay. Gift of purchase announced earlier this week, or late last week, was the fireworks gift of purchase. It's no idea of the price requirements for it or how many pieces or anything. It's just they've given us the image, and it's fireworks in the sky. So this one doesn't really interest me all that much.
I'm wondering if the backdrop is a sticker.
I'm assuming it is. I don't think it would be a print. Usually they would go with stickers. And if it wasn't for the stars, you could almost get away with using that in an aquarium as well as jellyfish. Silly stars. But anyways, so yeah, there's no word on when this is available. Right now, we have the Star Wars gift for purchases from now to the May the 4th. Maybe
Which
even
Matt
into the
showed.
5th, which Matt showed, although he said he sold them already, but he still has them. Yes, the poly.
They literally just sold like 15 minutes ago in Brick.
All right.
So if you are user 235, no, I'm just kidding.
I only try to get to the shops for at least 25% off, so 20% post.
I don't want to be overly American here, but I'm going to throw out a hypothesis that this will be a July gift with purchase for
that would make sense. Yeah, or late June.
I mean, in Asia, it makes sense to do it for Chinese New Year, but
Yeah, but Chinese New Year happened in February, I think, this year. So,
and the fact that we're getting the image now makes sense that it might be a July.
Yeah, but so there's also the rumor that we've seen images of the classic space gift of purchase, and we haven't heard that one announced yet.
True.
And that was supposed to be an early May one, from what I understood, from what people were suggesting. So, like, it's weird that this one's coming out in advance of maybe the other ones. I don't know.
It might have been a factory issue where they just couldn't get it. Maybe they missed a deadline for producing something.
Yeah, true enough.
That does happen.
Yeah. All right. Next up.
Or they're still tinkering with it.
Yeah, could be. The Star Wars 25th anniversary. They put a video up, which teases a bunch of minifigures in it and some upcoming minifigures, particularly the ones up front here. Nine Neb, young Leia. There's the younger Jedi from I have to cheat because I forgot. Ezra Bridger, and Cal Kestis. So Ezra Bridger's from Rebels and the latest Ahsoka series, and Cal Kestis, who's from the Jedi video game. There's a series of Jedi.
So that's why I didn't know about him, because I saw the news article and was like, who's that guy?
Yeah. So I mean, it'll be interesting to add these guys. The Nine Neb Nom one, this one, I'd probably be most excited for. Yeah. Sorry, do you need to eat something?
Yum yum.
Are you hungry? You need some yum yum? Anyway,
bring out the Oreos.
Bring out the Oreos. I don't have Oreos. I should have brought some. We've already talked about these Lego Super Mario sets, but they did redesign the boxes, so they're now white with red labeling on them. Again, we've seen these boxes or these sets, so I'm not going to go over them. Just mentioning the box redesign, which isn't much to say, but at the same time, if they're redesigning boxes,
redesigning the box is not going to make them sell more.
No, but if they spent the money to redesign the boxes, that means that they're going to keep the Super Mario for a little longer, right? Which is obvious by the news article, which is further down. I didn't get all these in order. So if the next one is Lego Mario, I would be surprised if it's not. Okay, so officially announced the Lego Artemis Space Launch System, or SLS, and the Lego Art Milky Way sets have been announced officially.
It's more expensive than I thought.
Not the SLS or SLS.
Yes.
What was it? 259? Was it in Canadian?
No, in Canadian it's
320?
369, I think.
Oof, that's a
Wait.
lot.
Yeah, okay, well, we're wasting time now. I'm clicking on it.
I'm looking it up.
Yeah, but you're supposed to know this stuff. If you want-
339.99.
You're
So
fired. I already
340.
got it. 339.
340.
Yeah, 340. So $340 Canadian, and the Milky Way set, which is here as well, which is it's not a flat art set. It's actually built up similar to how one of our Instagram followers.
That's that 3D effect.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of her name.
The Great Wave, the Japanese art set, also has a bit of.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew it did have that structure, but this is more of a like using weirder pieces. It's not as anyways, you know what, that one's worth a click to shop at home. What's another tab? Oh, that's interesting. It opened up in the same tab.
The Milky Way
Yeah.
one, I was kind of like, oh, that could be a great set to buy just for parts.
For parts, yeah.
But I
you'd say
actually
that. Yeah,
showed
here's
it
a
to
good-
Thomas, and he's like, I really like that. I was like, well, if you want to hang it in your room, I'll build it for you.
Yeah, that makes sense. I could see that.
But I think it's a great art piece. If you're into like space stuff, and I think and Lego, it's a great art piece to hang on your wall.
Yeah, for sure. And I think I'm thinking that there's some glow in the dark pieces in the middle, because that would make sense to me to
Yes,
make
that
parts of
would
this
make
glow. But I don't know for sure, and I haven't really seen anybody say it. That being said, I haven't read any of the articles on it really, because we got the time to do all that with all this other news to talk about. Just actually opening up the larger pages because I wanted to see this image up close.
Oh, that's a
Right.
good angle. You can
I
see the-
enlarged it to make it go like that much bigger. Anyway, yeah, so you can see here it's really built up. There's a bunch of window frames in here and plants and stuff. So there's some interesting pieces in.
And we also had this in the Starry Night, which also stood out from the canvas. So it's not just a flat 2-dimensional. I like this, and I would imagine that for Lego official designers, it gives them a lot more options for ways that they can work parts in, and they have like some cool pieces.
I'm assuming there's some parts that we're having come out in a color at some point or something. Of note, obviously, is the You Are Here, the crown, which this one I think is definitely glow in the dark because it has a different shade to it.
Yeah.
With the little arrow to it. I thought that was kind of cute. So it might not, none of this might be glow in the dark. It just, to me, it would be a missed opportunity if they didn't do that. So anyways, okay, next up. We talked about this. Okay, next up we have the Advent calendars. Yes, it's May, and yes, they've advertised Advent calendars, which don't come out till September. But obviously someone wanted to get excited for it and advertise it. I won't say the only interesting part I saw, but the one cool thing I did see someone share is that there is a new baby stroller. Unfortunately, I can't make this any bigger, but the city set comes with a baby stroller piece, which is pretty awesome. I'm not going to show the rest of it because I don't want to give away, but I just wanted to talk about the baby stroller. And let's face it, the city advent calendars are not that exciting to begin with. So it's true. All right. Marvel sets were announced today. They dropped this morning for a series of them. So first up, the Milano spaceship, 2,090 pieces, which is
the ever shrinking Milano spaceship. Like
Yeah.
I said, each time Lego makes a new one, it's like a smaller piece count.
But it also one actually
but now
looks
it's
really
larger. Now it's larger.
good. Yeah, well, this one looks really good actually too. I have to say. Not that the other ones didn't as well, but and there's rumor this canopy might be a new piece because it's an interesting shape, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Next up is the Iron Man and Iron Legion versus Hydra Soldiers. So this is coming from the Age of
It's
Ultron
Hydra
movie.
Soldier because there's only one soldier.
Oh yeah, sorry, I pluralized it. My bad. So I might end up buying
they
this
were
one.
ganging up on the poor soldier.
Yeah,
Three against
Well,
one.
He's got 4 weapons. Well, 3 guns and turrets and stuff. Anyways, I might end up buying this one depending on if this is a unique Iron Man print because apparently I'm collecting all the Iron Man.
Is that a thing for you? Are you getting all the marks?
He's a completist.
I've got most of the marks just because my kid was collecting Iron Man, so I'm like, why stop now? Or my kid loved all the Marvel sets, so why stop now? Next up, Thor versus Saltar. So this is from the Ragnarok movie, and
This looks cool. I like it.
And it's funny because it's versus Saltar construction figure, so it's one of the constructible type figures.
I almost never like the constructible ones, but I like this one.
Okay. And of interest, I was noticing that he's got like lightning coming off of his blade. I think this is an existing Technic part here, that they've just added some extra parts to. But it's kind of a cool way to show some action with the weapon.
I can't wait to see what people make mocks with that red blade that's in this hand, because you know somebody's gonna like use that in a very clever way, and I can't wait.
Oh yeah, for sure. Next up, Avengers versus Leviathan. This
Finally,
is from the original Avengers movie. Really? Are you being sarcastic?
Like 15 years later.
Well, it's not a
huge. Too late.
It's not that big of a Leviathan, but yeah, I agree.
Huge part of the set, and it was one of the great scenes in the movie when the whole punch is one in the nose, and it's oh, here in 2024 we finally got a set that showed that.
Yep, I can see that. So obviously coming with the Hulk, Black Widow, Captain America, Loki, and one of the Chitauri soldiers, and possibly some interesting. Oh no, not really. Some clear pieces underneath. I was noticing. Sorry, and what?
The Leviathan is a little under scale.
Well, that's why when Matt said finally, I'm like, really? Because it's anyways.
Well, they never made it, so we're gonna take what they're gonna give us.
Agreed. This is my favorite so far of this batch is the Dancing Groot, because who doesn't love Groot? It's got some headphones and some sunglasses, and it's got a little wheel in the back. It looks like if you turn it, he actually will dance. At least that's what I'm getting as an idea, because you can see there is some motion in the arms, and there's a wheel turning thing. Oh, it moves his arms. Okay, it doesn't actually make him dance; it just moves his arms.
I want to see somebody take that mechanism and do the old timey like guy that would like crank the thing and the monkey would move. There's probably a name for that.
Jason Ailman, get on that, please, because he's the one that's going to do it anyhow. If he hasn't already. Sincere, you have your arm. Can someone crank him up?
He's frozen. There he is.
Oh yeah, that's right. Every time, every time
Drax
looks at him. Yeah, exactly. At least Groot's face doesn't look creepy. I agree. I'm trying to get to that. There we go. I like the Milano, but the rest is
meh. Meh. I was Canadian.
I'm not. See, I just thought of Poutine. Anyways, okay. And that gift of purchase is not aliens. It's not fireworks. It's aliens visiting. All right, that's it for the Marvel stuff. Next up, we have Sonic the Hedgehog stuff. Speaking of meh, I usually just would skip over this, but I did notice that they have the Sonic ball in trans orange and trans yellow in the sets that are being announced here. And to me, that is going to be a great little space cockpit. Like, put a guy in there in a nice seat. I'm probably going to try and get that piece on Bricks and Pieces if it is something that would become available. So first off, we have Tails Boat Adventure, 393 pieces. Again, trans orange in this, and a boat, and some characters. I don't know enough about Sonic to know.
No helicopters
yet. There's helicopters later. Don't worry. Some neat little eye prints on there. Knuckles and the Master Emerald Shrine. Comes with some gems in trans green. I don't think we've had those in a while. And like I said, Knuckles and a few other characters. Again, don't know much about it. Move along. And purple ice cream cones. The Supersonic versus Drillster. Eggman, I know that guy. Sonic. Well, that's a yellow Sonic. I'm assuming that's still Sonic, just in a different color. Anyway. Oh, and there's another. Anyways, bunch of characters. Trans yellow bonus. That's it for that. That was a very horrible article. I apologize. Is this the one
We talked about
talking
this.
about? Oh, yeah, how did it? It's weird that it went back to that. Lego City. There's only one city set announced so far, which is the streetcar. Most of these came out from one of the European retailers. Most of these sets were announced. So this is a $89 US 811 piece set, which is basically just a piece of track with these ramps that they're doing these days. But it's an interesting looking little streetcar. 6 wide goes down to 2 wide in the front, or 4 wide in the front. So they've got some angling going on here. I thought it was decent looking for a $100 or probably 110, 120 Canadian set. Yeah, could be interesting.
It's not a monorail.
It's not a monorail. It's a streetcar. Okay, Super Mario boxes have been refreshed. As we can see, there was also some new sets announced today. This is the Soda Jungle Maker set, because apparently we make soda Mario. Okay. Goomba's Playground set, 173 pieces. I like the tram train. Thank you. I do too. So yeah, the Goomba's Playground. There's
Skip.
Oh, yeah. Soda Jungle Maker set with 598 pieces. We kind of touched on that before. And then there's a bunch of adventure packs. Adventures
Mario.
with Lego Mario. So they have to bring back Mario because it's been enough years now that you probably need to refresh them.
Because everybody forgot about him.
Well,
because his expression changes so much.
Because most stores have probably finally got rid of all the first wave of Mario sets that they had.
So I will add that when I found a retailer that was clearancing some of the first wave of Super Mario, and I bought a couple things and put in my Bricklink store, and it just sat there until the last month. I've sold 2 things, so I don't know if people are going back and buying some of the early sets or whatever the case is.
Well, they're probably not available in stores anymore, or they're running out in stores because guess what? They've come back again. So they've actually released 3 different play sets. So the Mario one, there's a Luigi one, which is interesting because Luigi has the cloud plates in greens now. So that's another idea for some tree building. And lastly, they've done a Peach one as well.
The green cloud pieces would actually look great if you're doing like a flat panel mural type stuff. That could be the trees, if you're just...
Yep. You know what also would look really good on a mural? Like a big, huge mural, putting googly eyes or putting those little eye rounds on someone's mural. Still wanted to do that. Matt's mural in particular. Okay, Animal Crossing. There's 2 new sets announced for Animal Crossing. First up, we have the Fly with Dodo Airlines.
Dodo?
Dodo?
Dodo.
Did I not? Okay. You say Dodo, I say Dodo.
I say Dodo.
I'm assuming it's Dodo because the last of the Dodos. That's probably a little joke on that. What were you going to say, Matt?
I don't play hardly any video game sets, and I've never played Animal Crossings, but I just kind of like the aesthetic of the Animal Crossing.
I kind of want the characters. Yeah, I can totally agree with that. So yeah, there's that set. There's also KK's Concert at the Plaza, 550 pieces.
Which obviously has like a smart car with a roof rack.
It's like a camper, actually, I think. From the pictures I've seen, it opens up.
It looks like a smart car with a roof rack.
Well, okay, so obviously they're playing. I didn't know there were cars in Animal Crossing, but I guess they're narrow-looking cars, 4 wide type things. Is that 4 wide? Yeah, that's 4. No, that's 5. No, that's 6. That's 6 wide. Okay, my bad. Obviously, it's a band, and they need a van because it's a band, and they got to have some place to sleep most nights, probably. Anyways, that's just rude. I'm joking. All right, next up, Technic sets revealed. And I don't think this is all the Technic sets. I think there's still a few extras coming out because they haven't really released the big one for this year, It's usually a vehicle, like one of the large scale vehicle ones. But at 801 pieces, we have the Koenigsegg Jesko Absolute, which is actually a pretty decent looking little set.
How do you pronounce that?
Koenigsegg.
Koenigsegg?
Koenigsegg.
Okay. You're better than this.
I've watched enough TV.
I can say
watched
Gâteau
enough-
d'anniversaire, but not this.
Yeah,
He watches
I watched
those
them-
like shows where they test drive very expensive cars, so he knows how to
I
say it.
watched enough YouTube to know how to say it. Let's put it that way. I like cars. Also, there's a Volvo FMX truck and EC230 electric excavator, 2,274 pieces. So this is the bigger set in here. I like the idea of it. It looks kind of like the truck itself looks really. It to me it needs to be bigger. But anyways,
It should
But
be
the-
a six-wheeler.
it should be yeah, maybe that's what it is. It does come with a pneumatic operated excavator, so that's pretty cool. And it's an electric excavator, so this is actually the battery. Doesn't work, but the idea is that this is the battery that you would plug or use to charge the excavator on the job site type thing, or the generator or whatever. Also, Porsche GTE Performance, 830 pieces. This one's in the $200+ range because it is remote controlled, and it's lit at the looks of it as well. But I would say it's similar scale to that Koenigsegg set from earlier on. Dave, what are you doing to me? You're gonna make me sick. Anyway, and then lastly, one of the bigger sets as well is the Apollo Lunar Rover vehicle, which is shown on Shop at Home. Is that clickable? 42,182. Let's just pull that up really quickly. 42,182.
It's one small step for man,
My computer's getting quicker.
one giant leap for mankind.
Yes. Sorry, you threw me off there by going that way. You know what? I probably should have got a brick set instead for that. But of interest on this, new tires. Obviously, Moon Vehicles had a very unique looking tire. And these wheel rims are actually one piece.
What?
I thought they were actually a multi-piece parts, but one of the pictures shows it off. They've also got some alternate models as well in here.
No, I don't
Um,
think it's an alternate model. I think it's it's actually
Oh, it
how
just
they
has-
folded
how
how
it's
they
folded.
folded
Yeah,
the,
you're right.
the Rover.
My bad. I did see a picture that had the wheel part separate, but I don't know where I saw that. Let's just pull it up here. Apparently, I got the wrong number. 42182. Because I didn't copy and paste it. Images. Image. There's no images.
Images.
Jesus. We got the. Anyways, it is one piece. I saw a picture somewhere. Maybe it's in the video from Shop at Home. Maybe. I don't know. Let's just look at the videos quickly and see. View all. There is no videos. I could have swore I saw a video linked here.
There's no video of us.
Anyway.
Pop
I
up
know the
video.
It's,
The
it's
funny
all
thing-
a hoax.
The funny thing was, I was looking at this and I thought, this would be kind of a fun contest. Buy this set and build an actual vehicle using that frame. Like build a space, like take this and make it into like a minifigure buggy or vehicle or something like that in space. Because I just thought that'd be kind of funny. But anyways, so yeah, I don't know. Thoughts on this set? 289 Canadian, August 1st release. Any love for this set?
I would say I never ever buy a large Technic set, but
Yeah.
this is one that has me Technic curious. Like I like the look of it.
Love it. Okay. Yeah, I kind of like it too, in that it's different. It's not like something it's a different style of build. I would build it and then just take it apart probably, because it's not something I would keep built. But I'm interested in the, like I said, these wheel frames or these wheel wells are kind of interesting. I might buy a set of them after the fact and build something spacey with them. I don't know. It's an interesting part, and I'm assuming I see a bar clip on one side. I'm assuming the other side might have an actual clip that you can put two of these back to back like that, like into a ring.
Here's what I
attractive.
like about it. So
Yeah.
if you look at like a Technic airplane or the Technic space shuttle,
Or a
there's
technical-
always those gaps between the panels that
Yeah.
make it look unfinished.
Yeah.
But the real moon rover
His
was
big
like
gappy thing.
minimal infrastructure because they were trying to get the weight as low as
Yeah.
possible. And so it actually looks more like the real thing because
Yeah.
it's Technic than your typical Technic model does.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. And I'm also very curious
Oh,
about
that's a great shot, actually. That's
Yeah.
a great selling shot.
I'm actually kind of curious about this piece as well because you see how it's open on this end for the wheel, but it's closed in on the back. That would be like an awesome little hovercraft, like base or something to build vehicles to build stuff on top of. If you know, you put two of those together and you can kind of have a little hovercraft type. Anyways, I'm just thinking out loud. All right, next up, that's that. Lego Friends sets were announced, a couple of them. It looks like we're going with the treehouse camping type theme. This came from JB Spillwaren, the German retailer. Listed as June 1st release, but probably August 1st in Canada. So we have Adventure Camp Water Sports for 628 pieces.
Is that common that they release stuff a month
Yep.
later?
Yep.
2 months later. That's very common. Is happening for the last 3 or 4 years easily. A lot, yeah. So I guess because the European market, just their production windows or their when the sets go on shelves it ends up being an earlier cycle. And out here, it also allows them to produce a bunch of sets in Europe and get those cleared out and out to the stores, and then they can do the next wave out to the rest, well, to the Americas at least. Yeah. So yeah, there's this Adventure Camp Water Sports set, and there's also a treehouse set for the camper Adventure Camper series. So
Again, with the slide.
with the slide, yeah. Well, it's adventure. Slide into water. Although technically, isn't there a slide on the other one? Oh, there isn't a slide on this one.
Yes, there is. Isn't?
There's no
Oh,
slide
there.
on this one.
Okay, I thought
But
it was.
that's a boat launch, maybe, but that's not a slide. I mean, you could go down there, but I'm thinking concrete on your butt, probably not something you want to do.
So the Friends line.
Well, if you take a crazy carpet.
Okay, fine. The Friends line, Matt?
The
Yes?
Friends line had the jungle exploration sub theme about 8 years ago. So it makes sense in a way if they recycle sub themes to that it's enough kids have sort of aged out that couldn't have bought that because now they're older that they would bring this back. And we see this with City all the time where they'll do like polar exploration every 5 years or underwater. They'll do that every 5-6 years. They'll bring it back.
Yeah. I'm also thinking that you said that it's been 5 years. The giraffe came in a set though, but was that like a veterinarian set or something?
That was the safari set.
Yeah, it was kind of a jungle.
Africa.
So was that from 5 years ago?
No, that
No.
was more recent. But I'm
Okay,
saying
because
the,
I would. Oh, so they had a jungle theme and then they had a safari theme. Okay.
the last time
Gotcha.
that we had the jungle theme, we had dangling vines and like a rope that connected buildings that they could have somebody slide down it. So I mean, what I'm getting at is the overall look of these sets looks very much like that Friends sub theme about 8 years ago.
Okay. Axel saying it might have to do with taxes as well. Yeah, I don't know. I figure that, but it's funny that our January sets all come in January worldwide, right? So I always thought that was weird. Again, it's probably just the merchandisers, the retailers. They want their sets in June versus August. Oh, you know what it could be? Europeans take longer vacations. Some Lego takes off during the whole month of July, I think, as well. So it could be that they want to get the sets out before they shut down for that period of time. I'm assuming they still do that shutdown, but
I wondered if it was like packaging language, but I mean, Lego has French, English, and Spanish on most of the packaging, even here in the US. So I'm assuming it's not a packaging thing.
But this is a European package because it doesn't have the parts count on it. The packaging is different for.
What do you
different
get?
parts.
Do you get the parts count version or do you not?
The
North
parts
America
count.
we get the ones with the parts count.
So you get the American packaging basically.
Yeah, we get the Canadian packaging. Yes.
I mean, it's the same look.
It's the
what-
exact same. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just the European packaging. There's no, yeah, in North America, or maybe it's in the States, they have to put a piece count on things. And they don't have to do that in Europe. At least not visibly on the box. It could be somewhere else in the box somewhere, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
We don't take, Axel's saying we don't take longer vacations. They force us to take up our vacation. Oh, yeah. Well,
Well-
okay. I'm just saying your vacation happens at a certain time in the year.
Europeans get 4 weeks of vacation. Most Americans get 2 weeks or less. So you do get more vacation than we do. But the average worker in the U.S. gets a very short amount of vacation compared to Europe.
And statistics show that many American workers don't take their vacation
true, too.
time.
It's 100% true. Yeah.
That's why I usually take off the last week or two of December, because I haven't used up all my vacation time. But
That's why I had to become a professor, because I want my vacations.
and I was just gonna gloat that I've been working at the same company for 26 years, so I've maxed out on vacations, but I got 5 weeks vacation, so next
Do you
year I'm
really?
definitely using that to go to Europe. Yeah,
Nice.
but it's maxed out. I've been at 25 for the past since my 15th year, I think, or something like that.
I didn't really understand the whole European culture of you take a month off until we went to Milan, Italy in late July, early August. And there was like no locals there. I mean,
Yeah.
it was like the city was just deserted. Everybody
Yeah,
had gone down
of
to
course.
Naples and the
Yeah,
Amalfi
because it's
Coast.
super hot too, right?
And
Or
my
it's-
aunt was living there at the time. And she's like, oh yeah. She goes, all the Italians just left town for
Yeah.
a month. I'm like, what?
Okay, Speed Champions, one of the ones I'm looking forward to. Which I've only bought one of the last round of Speed Champion sets, so this is kind of lighting a fire under my butt for the next gift of purchase that I really want. I'm gonna have to buy some Lego. But anyways, Speed Champions.
Oh, it's a shame.
It is. So Speed Champions, they've released like 3 new sets here, and I think there's a 4th one pending. First up is the Lamborghini Lambo V12 Vision Gran Turismo, which I love the look of this thing. I originally thought this was a new windscreen, but I think this is one of those weird like trans bright green, like they've been using them for panels for a while. So I was like, oh, cool, a new screen, and then I realized, oh no, I think that's an existing part. But
I actually like the black SUV vehicle that was in the prior picture.
yeah, we'll get to that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's this one here.
but can the minifig sit in that car, or
That's a very good question, Mr. Sancier. Let us check the Lego site. I don't know why. Oh, my fan just stopped going. Lego deals.
there's too many tabs, dude?
My heater just stopped, is what I meant to say.
Oh.
Sorry, by fan I meant heater. I don't know how many pictures there are, but looks like we have some. The only thing I noticed.
That cockpit looks like the thing on the New City Space set, the intergalactic spaceship.
Okay.
You know the flaps.
Yeah, that's the part I'm talking about. It's like that flat part. The one thing I don't like about this is that you can see some Technic here on the side, and when you look at it from this way, it's actually indented. Like it's, I guess, in the design of the car, didn't have anything below that, but this caught my eye as a bit of an eyesore. But how often are you going to probably look at it from that angle? I don't know.
You could pop some Technic pins on there and put like a green plate, cover that up easily.
Well, it looks like they've already got Technic pins in there.
Oh,
There's an axle there and stuff. So anyways, but nice top view of it. A rear end.
My question
view.
is, where do you attach the rocket thrusters in the back?
Well, they're already on the back.
Oh, okay.
Those are actually like the fists from one of the. There's a better picture of it here. A little bit. Those are like minifig handholds with the. It's like a type of gun or a fist.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's fun.
Okay, kids can hold it. They can take the wheels off.
Because you see the pilot, but it's always on the outside of the car.
Okay, let's look for video and just see if there's anything here. Doesn't look like it. It spins around. It's not very airtight because you can see big gaps in there. I think the character would fit in there still. But if they made one that it couldn't fit in, I think people would be annoyed. So let's assume that it can. until it can't. There's also a yellow spaceman in here. I don't know if you saw that. It might be invisible to most people. Anyway. Okay, so Mercedes AMG 63 and the Mercedes AMG SL 63. I stood beside one of these a couple of weeks ago because I was with a friend at a Mercedes dealership, and this car had a price tag of over 200,000 Canadian.
Woo.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah. So that's the Mercedes AMG sets. Both of them
Someone
actually
could-
are kind of cool. Sorry?
Someone could say they live in that car and not be poor.
Yeah, yes, well, that's why I was saying that car was like $10,000.
but you don't have a
$125,000 less
fixed
than-
address.
No, well,
You're not poor, but you don't have a fixed address.
yes, you do. My car, AMG. So
Yeah, and what postal code is that?
AMG. But yeah. So this is interesting because when I first saw this, I'm like, well, technically this SUV is not a speed champion. But when I was at the dealership and looking at it, I'm like, why is this so damn expensive? And he's like, because it moves like because it's powerful as anything. And I'm like, oh, okay, so it's actually
Why?
very
It's
fast.
a
But,
Mercedes, so
The lights on the black vehicle are interesting. Headlights.
yeah, there's let's pull up the pictures for this 79 because Shop at Home has that too. And the interesting thing is there doesn't seem to be a lot of new parts in these ones. They tend to have new parts a lot of times in Speed Champions.
That's true. They do. They add
yeah.
new parts in that particular line.
And that's where I'm shocked that I haven't gotten them all yet because I usually get them for the new parts to check them out. Yeah, that's actually just a sticker
Oh.
for the lights.
Boo.
And like I said, I haven't seen many new parts. There might be a few in here that we just haven't noticed yet. It looks like there's some metallic type black colors in here too, because there's a couple of areas where the pictures show a bit of a gleam, like right in here. And underneath, it's like a slightly different shade. So it's quite possible. It's like that one vehicle can drive over the other one. Anyway.
That could be printed, maybe. I don't know.
No, this is a sticker here.
sticker.
Boo.
This is sticker.
Sticker.
Speed champions are sticker sets. Like they come with usually there's probably more sticker numbers than there are sheets of paper in
Like
the
a
book.
sheet.
Yeah,
sticker.
not that badly, but
Yes.
this one looks cool too from the back end. That's printed.
That looks kind of like eyes.
Yeah. Anyway, apparently the same kid likes this set too.
I can tell Jeff's gonna be spending all his money on Speed Champions this summer.
Have you not seen my? I have like well, you can't see it from here. I have a whole.
No.
I have
I
almost
think
all the Speed Champions. There's a few I
think
don't.
of you as a castle guy who also happens to like cars, not the other way around.
No, I
No,
love
he's-
Speed
he's-
Champions.
He's a car guy who builds castles.
Yeah. I'm also looking forward to this set as well, which is the Aston Martin one. Just because green, like we don't get many green type cars.
It's
I'm not a
true.
big fan of the Formula cars, although I have a few of them now. But the actual Aston Martin, this car, I like the look of, and this is like the pace vehicle, but it's very easy to unpace it by taking the lights off. and the roof off.
Unpace it.
Unpace it. Well, that's what I would do. I'd just take that piece off. But anyways, so yeah, those are
Not
announced.
a pace car that doesn't have any lights
I-
on it.
I believe there's still another one that will come out because I've seen a couple of holes in the numbering system in Brickset and stuff. Like when you're going through the sets. Anyways, okay, we got to keep on going because we're at an hour 38. Okay, summer 2024 Ninjago sets were revealed.
Looks
Jane
cool.
Rick's actually talking
Ninja,
about this.
go! Ninja,
Um,
come on, come on. I'm
This
not gonna
came from
play the
Amazon
song because-
Mexico. There's a tournament battle arena for 659 pieces. No prices on these yet, but this came from. But it's like a tournament battle, obviously.
It's free.
It's pretty small though when you look at it, considering how many figures. Like there's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 figures. And it looks like a fairly small set. How many parts? 659. So 59 parts of those are figures. Next up, there's the Ninjago Team Combo vehicle, which is basically every ninja has a separate vehicle. This all splits off into 4 different smaller vehicles. Cole's Titan Dragon Mech, which is a 1,000-piece set with one figure, which is kind of interesting. Jane Bricks was talking about this earlier, saying that he's wondering if they're testing the market out to see if people will buy a set that looks cool but only has limited figures.
Well,
And
that's
that'll
like the
also be-
UCS Star Wars sets. They typically come with like one minifig.
Yeah, but that's a UCS set, and you're buying that because you want a big scaled ship. This
No,
is a
but
mech.
I'm saying I agree that they're testing will that work
Okay.
in the Jago
Okay.
market, because it does work in Star Wars. So.
And I almost thought this was the blade from the Omnithopter, but I don't think it's long enough for that. Because I think the Omnithopter blades are like 32 studs or 48 studs. It could be, but I'm not sure. Anyway. Okay, next up, that's it for the new sets. As we mentioned earlier, Pick a Brick has added a whole bunch of elements in May. Is there an actual count? I know there's over 1,000 elements that were added. But a lot of that is like just recolors and minifig torsos and stuff.
We like recolors.
Um,
I'm
won't
going to
go
guess
over-
that half of those have already sold out.
Some of them have. So City Space minifigures, reddish orange parts. Some of the trans black elements are now out. Trans clear 3x3 macaroni. That one's worth an open.
Hey, macaroni.
What? Is it done? I don't know how this is sorted. Oh, this is the whole thing. Let's just do by color and just see if we can find trans clear. Oh, that's kind of a nice way of doing it. Trans clear. Oh yeah, so it's a 3x3 macaroni brick. Okay, it is exactly what it was. I was trying to figure out if it was a tile or not. But yeah, there's a bunch of elements added. Some of them have sold out already, but they'll be back. Don't you worry. Like for example, the classic space green helmet colors or colors, any way you want.
Any way you want.
We are multi-country stream. Anyway, so I'm not going to go over this due to the lack of time, but go check out New Elementary for this. That's the same article that just opened up. The Star Wars gift of purchases. New Elementary did a quick breakdown on the sets and what they compare to. This is a flashback to the 1999-ish set of the Battle Droid character. I don't know if there's any real unique parts. Oh, there is a new printed. That's the first time this has been printed, I think. In the droid set, so that's interesting. That part will actually go for some money, I think. The model itself, like I said, I'm just trying to see if there's anything of interest part-wise. The new coin item, which has this, is a little piece of plastic that kind of moves back and forth, so it's like the X-wing flying through the Death Star trench type thing.
Just note that the in-store coin is different from the online coin that you buy with your VIP points.
Just also, yeah, I was going to say there's actually two different coins that are available. The other coin isn't round; it kind of flares out on the sides, flares out here on the sides, and it's like an anniversary coin. Just note that Matt, for some reason, dropped off and came back automatically, which was kind of weird.
Limp him.
It's a new skill.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, you can use the box to hold a tile. I thought this plate came with it. I'm like, why would that come with it? But it's just similar to a 6x6 round plate. And then lastly, the small gift of purchase set, which is also available in some stores as a poly bag. Matt's got it right there. How much did you sell that one for, Matt?
It was like $350.
Okay. Yeah, because it's already available in a poly bag. So, but good tan pack for parts. Yeah. Okay. Next up, New Elementary also did a review on the City Command Rover set and crane loader. This is the only one I don't have yet because it hasn't come on sale, and it's not available in most stores. So, but I don't know if there's. Have you got this one, Sincere?
No, not yet.
Same thing.
But
Right?
but it's coming.
It's got. Oh, you pre-ordered it from somewhere
Yes.
at discount? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So I was just quickly looking through it for any parts. Does have the old style big wheels, which is pretty cool, and these wheel fenders in white. And I don't know if I have any of these pieces in Technic. I know I have the ones with the 4 pins, but the 2 ones are interesting. Printed tiles, 4 figs and a bot, and 2 aliens. The plushy aliens looked weird, I have to say. But anyways, that's a total change. Anyway, okay, next up. New Elementary also had a review of talked about the galaxy, the Milky Way, and sets. I don't know if there's anything in here of interest part-wise. This might just actually be an announcement for the sets.
Pew, pew.
Oh, it does give some close-ups on some of the details in here. Matt's not here to see it. Ha ha ha. Because he loves new parts too. But anyways, okay. Quickly, Brothers Brick. We'll try and go quickly through here. Why can I not? There we go. We talked about Cecile Fritz Floyd last week. She's back again on Brothers Brick with an interesting little teddy bear statue, or teddy bear trimming a teddy bear plant. Kind of fun and cute. We also have what happens when you cross a vulture and a dinosaur. You get a nice winged dinosaur. This is by Josh Woodyard, which is just a nice feathered dinosaur type creature. Although they are saying some of the dinosaurs were feathered, so maybe this is just a dinosaur. Anyway, I thought that was kind of neat to see. Space Cruiser was built in Snap. I actually looked this up a couple of days ago because I read this article and I went, I don't see any Snap on there at all. Snap, it was a 90s idea of Technic, or an idea of constructs type pieces. So I was like, what are you talking about? This ship doesn't look like Snap at all, until I actually clicked on his image and went back a few to Spacey's stream and saw, where is it? This here.
Ooh, it's the snap frame.
He did a snap frame, and then basically when you zoom in here, you can see the snap in there. It's all got technicals on it, so it gives you pinholes to connect to, and it's huge. And then he's slowly building the frame on that. I don't know if you can even see the snap now. It's almost all gone. There might be a little bit up here still you can see. And oh yeah, you can see it in the back end there. And I'm like, well, that's a pretty cool idea because structurally, it's probably a good structure. Anyways, I thought it was a pretty cool design. So awesome
Nice
building.
parts usage.
There you go. Don't scan so close to me. Lego Police Drone.
Don't
by,
scan. Don't scan so. Don't
this
scan
by
so
Tom
close
Studs.
to me. Don't
just kind of
scan.
interesting.
Don't scan so. Don't
Drone.
scan so close to me.
This chat brought to you by the police as well. Wait, we never talked about the helicopter.
Nobody cares about helicopters.
No, because the helicopter is actually not a set that's been officially announced. There's a bunch of other sets that have been announced or that have been shown on Instagram. And by the way, 1414 Falcon Fan is back. They had put a note up a couple of days ago saying that he was off for family or health reasons. I can't remember what it was. But
he was in Lego jail. Let's just.
That's what we all thought. Anyways, this is.
We are the Denmark police who are under arrest.
So Tyler Seitz, who was a Lego Master Builder, I think he won season 2, if I'm right. He built this Bubble Dragon character, which is absolutely adorable. He's also built some interesting. He's a really good character builder. I've got a background image that I grabbed off of Flickr years ago of a big carrot strangling a bunny, which is absolutely hilarious. I can pull that up later if you want, if we have the time. A training spaceship in blue and yellow. I really hate these articles popping up or these ads. This is by Linus Boham or Bowman. Sorry. And it's just it's using a lot of the old train track to build a frame for spaceship. So I thought that's like, hey, there's a use for a train track. What? And it does have a fig in it. Although that trans yellow piece, I recognize it, but I don't remember what it was from. That's interesting. Oh, Duplo curve section. Oh no, it's got Duplo train track at the back. Wow. All right, I'm impressed. Curves and straights from the blue era, and a nice train buffer while rails themselves. I was just trying to see if they actually mentioned what the trans yellow screen was. Next up, a complex train build that never goes off the rails. This is by Smile Leo. Just a really chunky looking train that I really like the look of. And it still fits on track.
It looks like it's 8 wide though.
It's bigger. No, 8 wide is just the window. This is like 10 wide.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
So
don't
it
put
actually
it on a
looks like
curve.
no, it actually looks like the wheels are on the outside of the track even. So, but it's just a cool looking, like kind of a new Hashima type looking train, I would say, or the Quebec one if they had trains. I don't know. This little Star Wars astromech is bursting with personality by Ron McFaddy. That's his name, Ron McFaddy. I'm just saying. And this is a
We
version
don't
of
judge here. We just
and-
pronounce.
this is Chopper from Rebels, which Lego still has yet to create. Exactly. Why hasn't Lego created Chopper yet in the Droid series of sets? I want to buy Chopper. Because Chopper's the best. Anyway.
It's a fair question.
And this is beside the Lego R2D2 from like the actual set. We need a Chopper. Anyways, we'll be excited when that
Get to the chopper!
And then lastly, let me just refresh this just to see if anything else got added. This is just Brick Sets list of new sets. Those are the advent calendars. I'm not going to go through all this, I think, but I meant to use this as kind of a thing to look at the pictures in better views, but never did. So yeah, sorry, what, Dave?
All right.
I was going to say, interesting that there's not many new parts in here from what we can see, but anyway.
Still can't figure out how they fit a minifig in that Lamborghini, though.
Well, it's easy. You just make it bigger. This lifts up, and then the minifigure. I'm guessing the minifigure doesn't sit up here. They sit more in the back half here. So let's put it this way: I'll buy the set when it comes out. I don't forget when this one comes out, and then I will show you how the minifigure sits in. Or better yet, you buy me the set. No. All right. There were, being a new release day, there were some new parts added to the set database, but not actually as many as I thought. It's only about 30 of them or so. I don't know the exact count because I'm not going to go back to look what the exact count was. Nothing here really interests me. There's a bunch of Braille bricks that were added, which I think is just leftovers from, maybe those Braille sets, those other foreign language Braille sets just came out today. Possibly. But anyways, like I said, there's not a lot of parts here that are quite interesting, I would say. Right? It's all pretty normal parts. So maybe there'll be some more parts added in the next few days. There is a 8x10 baby blanket though. Anyway, new Lego. We already saw that. And that's the Mercedes. All right, we are done finally.
Woo!
Agreed.
Go, Jeff, go!
Now I want to see Tyler's.
It's been grueling, absolutely grueling.
It has. Well, an hour 53. I knew it was going to be a long one, and next week's probably going to be the same, because of the fact that there's going to be more sets announced. We're into that period of time.
I'm surprised they don't base them out a
like
little bit more.
Yeah, well, but a female does.
Right.
Battery powered bricks. I've seen bridges using the old blue track. Yeah, but the spaceship is a different. Why?
Because you're talking.
I don't need to be full screen or mostly full screen. Anyways, all right, we are going to call it a night because there's only 7 people watching. I don't blame you. It was a long one.
And we weren't allowed to talk, so.
You put that on yourself.
2 hours is a long time to just say
okay.
absolutely.
Let's technically we probably shouldn't have had Matt opening that gift tonight because that was 20 minutes ish of time. Not complaining, just saying that added to it as well, right?
Hey,
No,
don't
no,
get
no.
in a fight with your sister. Don't do
No,
that.
no. Thomas and Matt did the show.
They should have opened it during Old Gray Bricks, but Old Gray Bricks didn't happen.
The first 20 minutes was awesome. Then it went downhill.
I won't argue with that. But that's also because you joined at that point. So
Yeah.
Old Gray
Yeah.
Bricks is like hardly even happening. Like we stopped Thursdays because Chris was moving,
yeah.
and then Monday, the other three of them were like, "Yeah, I'm tired." Like, and I'm like, so the other three of them were like, I'm out, and I texted them all like, "One is the loneliest number" by Three Dog Night.
And anyway, I won't say that I was willing to do it. So you would have had at least me to talk to. But anyways, blaming Vaughn for making the stream so long. Yes, she's not here right now. She already left for work. But did anybody get the Spaceman, the Classic Space Series? Anybody? No, not yet. I'm going to Lego Store, like I said, this weekend, probably on Saturday. So I might pick up a few. I'm waiting for Walmart to get them in at like the cheaper price, and then I'm going to buy 2 boxes. One of those boxes will be a full set for my display and for Brandon and Janie. The other box will probably be, I'm going to keep certain characters.
I'm waiting for the boxes to come on Costco, and
Yeah.
I'm going to buy.
Please let me know when they come out.
Yeah.
We're splitting. I'm splitting a box with 2 other people down here, so we each get 1 figure.
Yeah. Battery Powered Bricks got 3 sets today, 3 boxes today, 3 figures today. He got 3. Oh, he went for the pab and it was like,
oh yeah, it's May 1st.
yeah.
Do the parts always come out on the first day of the month? Is that pretty?
I don't think so. I don't think they necessarily do. They might. They seems to be random. I think it's usually just when they appear in stores. Someone will announce it. Like it didn't come out just today. That article was from earlier this week, I would say.
Okay.
So
But the CMFs were supposed to be out today. The official date.
yeah, the
was-
CMFs
was-
were definitely May 1st. Yes.
Yeah.
So anyway.
But
All
it
right.
did come out early in some stores, but it was officially out today. So
Agreed. All right, everybody. Have a good night. We will be back next week for probably another longer stream. Matt, thank you very much for doing that.
thanks, Matt.
We will figure out the stuff. At least it'll be light. It won't cost a lot to ship because of weight, but it'll be anyway. Let us know how much it is to ship it. I'll send you my address, and
Plushy,
we'll get orangey plushy happiness.
orangey, plushy.
So
Loading in space.
I'm pressing the button. So thanks everybody. See you next
Bye.
week.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.